This episode includes historical interpretations, mythological frameworks, and references to religious belief systems from antiquity. Interpretations may differ based on source, region, or scholarly tradition. All claims are presented for educational, cultural, and analytical purposes only. While care has been taken to cite reputable academic and historical sources, facts versus legends and its host are not responsible for disputes regarding interpretations or outcomes based on this content. Viewer discretion, cross-referencing, and open dialogue are encouraged. Hey everyone, I'm Max, and welcome back to Facts vs. Legends. Today we sail into one of the oldest and most enduring myths of the ancient world, Jason and the Argonauts. Was Jason a real historical figure? Could the journey for the Golden Fleece be more than symbolic? And how did this Greek legend evolve over time, from oral tradition to Hollywood epic? Let's break it down, fact by fact and source by source. The story of Jason and the Argonauts is part of the Greek heroic age, centered around Jason, son of Aeson, who assembles a crew of heroes, the Argonauts, to retrieve the mystical Golden Fleece from the distant land of Colchis. The tale includes the ship Argo, said to be blessed by the goddess Athena, encounters with harpies, sirens, and clashing rocks, the sorceress Medea, who aids and later betrays, Jason's ultimate betrayal of Medea and downfall. The earliest full account comes from Apollonius of Rhodes' epic poem Argonautica, written in the 3rd century BCE. But the myth may be even older, possibly rooted in Bronze Age seafaring traditions and real geographic expeditions. There is no archaeological evidence that confirms Jason as a historical figure. However, some scholars argue he may represent a composite hero, reflecting real navigators, warriors, or princes of Mycenaean Greece. Jason is described as a prince raised by the centaur Chiron, similar to other Greek heroes like Achilles, a rightful heir returning to reclaim a stolen throne. Morally ambiguous, heroic in action, but deeply flawed in character. Jason's journey represents not just a quest, but a rite of passage, a narrative form used to symbolize leadership, identity, and betrayal. The Golden Fleece is one of the most debated elements in Greek mythology. Some interpretations include a magical ram's fleece guarded by a dragon in Colchis, a symbol of divine authority and kingship, possibly inspired by real gold extraction methods in ancient Colchis, modern-day Georgia, where sheepskins were used to trap gold dust from rivers. This theory suggests that the fleece was not magical, but practical, and that the myth evolved around real resource expeditions and trade in the Black Sea region. The Argonauts were a collection of Greek heroes from multiple regions, including Hercules, Orpheus, Atalanta, and Castor and Pollux. This diverse cast of characters likely reflects early Greek cooperation between city-states, myth-making that linked regional legends into a single cohesive national identity, the influence of oral tradition, where bards added local heroes to the story over time. The Argonautica may be among the first examples of shared mythology across the Greek world, forming a cultural prototype for later epics like Homer's Odyssey. No analysis of Jason is complete without Medea, princess of Colchis, priestess of Hecate, and powerful sorceress. She helps Jason steal the fleece by betraying her father, kills her own brother, and later murders Jason's new bride and her own children when he abandons her. Medea is both victim and villain, and scholars have long debated her role. Medea's complexity reflects ancient anxieties around foreign women, magic, and revenge. She became an archetype of female rage and divine punishment. While Jason himself may not have existed, the geographic references in the story are remarkably real. Iolcus, modern-day Volos, Greece, Jason's homeland. Colchis, modern Georgia, located at the far eastern end of the Black Sea. Symplegades, clashing rocks, possibly inspired by shifting Bosphorus currents. This suggests the myth may preserve folk memory of early Greek exploration, particularly around the Black Sea, where early Greek colonies and trade routes developed by the 8th century BCE. So, what exactly do we know? There is no evidence verifying that Jason was a real person, which means that he is most likely a mythical figure with possible symbolic origins. The Golden Fleece could not be verified as a magical object, which makes it likely symbolic or based on gold filtering methods. The myth states that Medea helped Jason escape. There is no evidence supporting that Argo was a divine ship. The myth was consistent with ancient Greek geography, which confirms that the Voyage reflects that. Most scholars believe that the Argonauts were a Pan-Hellenic hero network. That's it for this voyage through facts versus legends. The story of Jason and the Argonauts may not be a literal one, but it's layered with cultural memory, maritime exploration, ancient belief systems, and evolving ideas of heroism. If you're listening on Spotify, follow the show to stay updated. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. Which Argonaut would you want by your side on a mythological voyage? Sources used in this episode are linked in the description. For deeper dives or corrections, contact us directly. Until next time, remember, every legend hides a kernel of truth, and every truth hides more than one interpretation.